here he is, Mr. Diesel, the incredibly grumpy and definitely not friendly Bosc or Savannah monitor. Now, I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but he absolutely hates me. He hates everybody, and I will explain how we came about to acquire the little dude, or dudette. So, Diesel is a young Bosc, and we acquired him from a rescue. Now, the previous owners were petrified of the guy. He's never been handled, never been worked with, and it's something we are working on, but it's taken a lot of time and a lot of patience, and it may never work. We may never get him tamed. Hopefully we do. He's full of character, and he is probably one of my favourites, but having said that, I never set out to buy a Bosc, and I'll put the reasons on screen as to why, and why I think they're not really suitable for most generic keepers, in my opinion. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm no Bosc expert, but setup isn't perfect at the moment. He is getting a custom built 9.5x5, maybe go a little bit higher so I can add more depth in the sub when he gets older. But the story goes, we went to pick up Chameleon, and the owners turned around and told us about the Bosc. I got there, he was on barely a centimetre deep wood chip, never been handled, it's half the size of what he is now, and they were absolutely petrified. And it was a disaster waiting to happen. Two inexperienced keepers. I say inexperienced, it's assumptions based on the fact that the only other animal they had was a bearded dragon in the house. And they had 3 young kids, so I could just see, personally, it not ending well for either party, so we took him home. And it is a massive work in progress. He is going to take a lot of work. But he's getting there slowly. He doesn't always try to kill me. He's starting to realise that I bring him food. I mean, I'm no expert, I'm probably doing things wrong, and if I am, please comment below if you know what you're doing. And I'll be happy to have a conversation to do what's right for the dude. As you can see, he's posturing up already to give me a good whip. I have had him out multiple times, he gets handled often, to which he eventually calms down and will sit there comfortably for a while, then he goes back. I'm trying to end things on a good note, as I've been advised, so he'll go back in, have something nice to eat, and then sort of settle down again. But I'd say he's one of my favourites. Full of attitude, very, very intelligent animal. Like a little dinosaur. So this is Diesel, everybody. I I will be featuring him a lot more on the channel, especially as he grows and as he gets more confident around me, and that bond starts to build between the two of us. We shall see. He will be staying with us no matter what, even if he doesn't take down. I won't be palming him off to somebody more experienced if I am not successful. I'll just have to live with an untamed Bosc. It's just the way it is. One of the favourites in my collection. I say collection, living like that term. One of the favourites I own across the board, reptiles and inverts I have. Always out and about digging. It's not as deep as I'd like playing in the shop, but I need to get purpose-built viv to get the depth you need really for these guys. A monster, or he will be. Don't waste anything, do you, mate? A bit shell. Hi. Hi everyone, so as I said in the video, I was going to do a on-screen jobby of my opinions why. I decided to do it at the end now, rather than trying to squeeze it all in, as I wasn't really concentrating what I was doing, what I was saying when I was doing the video, because I was worried about getting my fingers ripped off. So, opinions why, in my opinion, as I stated at the front of the video, why Boscs aren't really suitable is, one, they are a big animal. They're not huge, there's obviously a lot bigger lizards out there, but they are a big animal for your average keeper to keep. Like I said, he's going in a 9x5x5, so 9 foot long, 5 foot deep, 5 foot high. I may even go 6 feet high, just to provide them that extra depth, because they do like to burrow. Some people would say that's minimum, some people would say that's ideal. It is, as everything with reptiles, size of enclosures is always debated. I've been around reptiles now, on and off, since I was about 16, so you're talking about maybe 18 years. Mainly snakes, but I've worked in a few shops, a few rescue centres, that sort of thing, and you see a lot of what I'd class as your generic run-of-the-mill rehomes. You got your boas, your royals, your bearded dragons, your leopard geckos, and you're starting to see a lot more monitor lizards and Burmese pythons, because they just get big and people don't have space for them, or they don't have the time required to keep anything tame. Monitors are a very intelligent animal. You can't just chuck it in a bit of throwing a few crickets like a bearded dragon. It needs work. It's not something you can just pick up and play with every now and then. It needs that constant work, especially while it's young. As I said with this guy, he was well fed, he wasn't neglected, he just wasn't incorrectly set up, and the owners were at their depth. Situation or scenario I have in my head of what happened. It happens quite often, unfortunately. Go into a pet shop, see the cute little baby, about, can't see on the phone, a foot and a bit long. I don't know how, I'm not quite sure how big they hatch out at. Often, I say often, that's unfair. Sometimes pet shops will keep things cooler. It will appear calmer and easy to handle. You get it home, put it in the right temperatures, the thing's mental. And that's what I think's happened here with this one, because they were absolutely horrified with this thing. You're gonna get whipped, you're gonna get bit, and you're gonna get scratched with monitors. Even with most lizards, you're gonna get whipped and scratched. Probably. It's just, don't get me wrong, if done properly, they are great pets. Same with Burmese pythons, reticulated pythons, larger monitors, Nile monitors, black throats, everything like that. But they're not for the average keeper, in my opinion. And you're seeing that, and again, well, I keep saying my opinion, again, from the hugely increased numbers you're seeing in rescues. Again, I'll say I'm no expert. I've only ever kept a monitor once, and it was already near enough adult when I had him. I didn't have him from a baby. Most of the work was already done. The guy who I took over from lived with me, so it was a real piece of cake for me to take over and do that with. So this for me is my first from scratch, as it would be, Bosc, or monitor in general. I've kept larger snakes maybe all my life. That's not a problem. Space and things like that isn't an issue. As well, we've taken him on because I can't provide the setup and space he needs. But saying that, as I said, I would never have gone into a pet shop and bought one, for the reasons I stated, that it's not, I don't think they're really suitable. I mean, I've sort of contradicted myself when I said now I have him, but it's difficult. picking him up now, I think I don't regret it. Of course not. I love the guy. He's an amazing creature to keep. But I wouldn't recommend one to anybody unless you have, for example, your home, you work from home, you have a decent facility to keep them in. That would be perfect, and you are a perfect keeper. Someone with a generic 9 to 5 without experience behind that to give you a sort of background to work from, no chance. I would probably argue with you till I'm blue in the face not to get one. Generalising, there's some people out there that do 9 to 5s in the hobby, of course, and that have got tons of monitors, and they're fantastic keepers. I'm not putting them down at all, don't assume that. But I felt the video needed to be out there really. I'm seeing a lot, especially now as well within tarantula hobby we're in. I'm seeing a lot of people now picking up larger animals, snakes, lizards, even tortoises, the largest species of tortoise as well, and it's just not right. I don't think people are doing them wrong. A lot of people are just throwing, because things are done so cheaply now in reptile pet shops, because the online industry now, in my opinion, is putting pet shops under so much pressure. They're forced to churn things out so quick, and things are a lot cheaper in some shops than they used to be. You could probably go into most pet shops now and you're probably looking at what, I may be wrong for donkeys here, so I probably might be wrong here, 65 quid for a Bosc monitor baby. That's not a lot of money now, really. You think about it, think how much money we guys spend a month on tarantulas and all the other stuff. That's peanuts really for a lot of people. And it can get to what, 4.5 foot roughly, for some specimens. That's a lot of space to find for people, and a lot of housing, especially I'm speaking obviously from the perspective of being in the UK, a lot of generic housing doesn't have that space in it, especially apartments and stuff. There's just no way you're going to get a 9x5x5 minimum into a flat, realistically, unless you're like an Aussie, a single person, and yet if you're a family, you're pushing it up. So obviously this is open to hopefully everyone joins in some discussions below and gets a bit of a back and forth going. He will be featured regularly on the channel now as we grow and he grows. Not really like a massive thing, just keep everyone up to date, because he is, as I said, probably one of my favourite I keep now, including all the inverts. One now has really grown on me. Really getting attached to the guy. He'd never be rehomed. For example, if I failed to tame him down through my lack of experience or just through the nature of the animal, he would always stay here. I would never harm an animal off through my failings or the animal's natural behaviours. That's something I've really boils my piss, is when people do that, is they get something, have it with a baby, and then get rid of it. And you can go on your equivalent of like pre-loved, your Gumtrees, I think Craigslist, the American equivalent, and you'll see tons of people with their unfortunate situations or their heartbreaking moments of their large animals having to be sold without a viv, while the rest of their collection doesn't have to go. And it's just obviously just don't have the time, space, money, or are afraid of the animal now. And it really, I won't swear too much, I'm trying to not to swear too much on the channel now, but it really gets me going. And I had this discussion with so many people now. But I'll wrap it up. I'm rambling as I always do. I really hope you guys enjoyed seeing them for the first time on the channel. I will be doing a lot more video content now. I'm pulling away from other projects such as Facebook related groups and such to put more time into the YouTube channel. It's a much more positive experience for myself, so that's what I'll be doing. So you'll be seeing a lot more of me. Whether that's good or bad, that's up to you. So Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to comment below. If you are an experienced Bosc keeper, feel free to give me any tips, pointers. It won't be taken as negative criticism. I enjoy all constructive criticism. It helps the animal more than anything, so please do so. And thanks for watching, guys, and have a good evening.